Bigfoot.
It did. Hi.
Bigfoot is the magical word.
Found the key, everybody.
Wow.
I am Rachel, your storyteller. Going around, we have Ben, we have Mallory, we have Tommy, we have Zach. They are all wonderful people. You are all now heading to the graveyard that you received an invitation to in this mysterious town known as Archer's Point. Maybe it's not even a town. Maybe it's something more. Who knows? But the fog that had mysteriously been blocking your path is now not there. And you are able to enter through along the path that the map, which conveniently was right there, is leading you to. Go forth.
I don't like the way this feels like a setup, but I can't find a way to get out from under the setup. You know what I mean? You muted.
Pretty blunt and straightforward, isn't it? Just like only go exactly where we've opened it up, like a video game.
Yeah, but like, how do you do that though? Like, that's the thing. Like, I'm not even worried about the fact that there's a path. Like, how do you do that?
Controlled fog, I guess. Like adjusting temperature change in an area so that it drops in one area and raises up in another. Could be used as like a crowd control technique, potentially.
Really, none of you have ever been to like a theme park?
Well, it's not as controlled at a theme park. They just sort of pump it out. They don't determine when it goes away and comes back.
Oh, you must not have enough money to go to like a nice theme park.
Six Flags is a nice theme park.
You can still see the machines, usually. It's just nothing around here.
I should note that as you're walking along, there is some pretty heavy fog to the sides of you. It's not totally obscuring your vision, but it's very clear that it's guiding you along the path.
Which is honestly even stranger because now it feels like we're walled in.
Yeah.
You want to try touching it again? See if it's an actual wall?
Just gonna swap my hand through the fog.
So it doesn't go through the fog. It's like you're hitting the surface of water,
Okay.
but you can't pass through. Like it's tangible, but it's fluid.
Okay, so Nope. Still false fog.
Wonderful.
And you finally come across Archer's Point Cemetery. And much like the entrance to this town, there is a wrought iron gate leading you in there. And there is a archway that's much smaller than the archway, the pillars to lead you into this town. And it's stone. And the gates, which are a little rusted, but not as deteriorated as the entrance gate, they are open for you.
Every reasonable atom of my body is saying that we shouldn't go in there, except for the fact that we had a direct invitation, and it seems like this is the only way we're going to figure out what's going on here.
Are you scared of a little old cemetery?
I'm scared of what's in the little old cemetery.
I'm scared of what happens if we don't go into the little old cemetery.
There's a handful of things to be scared about.
So are we going in?
I'm just thinking, whoever's in charge of the hard fog can probably push us through the gate like a bad cheese cutter. So,
well, then why even tell us to come here? Why not just like corral us the whole way through?
It's not as fun.
I don't know. Maybe it uses up battery. I'm not a
battery.
Fog guy.
That's actually a great idea. Let's get them to use up all the batteries, and then they can't like control us anymore, and we can go home.
I'd rather them use up all the battery if they're running some sort of program or.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Goes in.
Oh,
I take a look at this gate. You said it was overgrown. Is it unusably overgrown or just?
Oh, sorry, it's not over. It's open for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Well, then I go through it.
just look over to Emma's. Okay, I think the plan's not working anymore.
Yeah, it really only works if we work like a squad. And I know like none of you have had like any experience with that, but like it only really works if we all work together.
Squad, like, I'm not doing a human pyramid.
Who's any? I don't think any of you could do a human pyramid if you tried.
Well, good, because I'm not going to.
Except maybe the plumber over there.
Seems sturdy. I think so.
Jordan's already like a far ahead.
Yeah. So the cemetery
She walked in.
itself is, how do I describe this? It's uneven. The ground and the graves look as if something has happened to it, like an earthquake or something burrowing underground, but there are parts of the ground that have been pushed up and the gravestones are askew. And the paths look like they should have been going one way, but now they've been forced to go another way because of whatever has happened to cause it to shift. Nothing outside of the gates has given you any indication that some kind of disturbance has happened, but here it is. And the only thing that seems relatively untouched is a stone gazebo-like mausoleum with two huge stone gargoyles in front of it.
All right. I'll admit I'm not from earthquake country, but can you earthquake only one side of a wall?
No, typically you need machines to like knock it down that way. It's sort of a full vibration thing.
Yeah.
Is the ground just weak?
Could be.
It's not marshy. Well, it might be marshy.
It's not marshy.
It's not
It
marshy.
is almost bone dry underneath you.
Storyteller, you mentioned a bunch of statues and whatnot. Is there any writing on any of it?
So the headstones don't have any writing on them. They don't have any dates on them. They are blank. But there are two, the statues are the stone gargoyles. Like,
Right.
You don't even see any like religious iconography. Like there are no crosses, there are no angels. It's just like the typical gravestones.
Right.
Some are square, some are rounded, but they're pretty cookie cutter.
Okay.
Mike is definitely kind of continuing his mindset of when you're in a hallway that someone else is in charge of, you get two options: walk up one way or walk down the other way. And he's going to take a minute and look at the gravestones as he starts kind of not walking towards the gazebo, but doing that like, are we going to go over here? Are there crosses on them, or are there other religious symbols, or are they all like unspeakable glyphs? Or
No, there's nothing on them. It's literally like someone just carved the stone and thumped them in there.
that's so weird.
What's the dates? Are there any dates?
There's nothing
No, they're
written
just-
on them. They're completely
Cool.
blank.
Why are they here then? If they're not marked, they're just stones.
Like they're set pieces. Like they're
Yeah.
just meant to be seen as gravestones, which sort of ties in with the whole like fake town thing that I was talking about earlier.
True.
Can she go like try and shake one?
I mean, it's stone, so yeah.
It feels like sturdy.
It feels like stone stuck in the ground.
She's gonna like feel around in the dirt, like for like,
You're ruining your manicure.
oh, This is so infuriating. You guys said this was a set piece. Clearly, this is a real piece of stone in the earth.
Well,
Yeah, but there's nothing on it.
Yeah, it means it's like it's not actually a gravestone, like a usable one, but it's still stone. Like, you build prop houses out of wood.
No one told you to do that.
I appreciate it, but yeah.
This is ridiculous.
Yes, that's what. Gonna go towards the gargoyles.
Yeah. So the gazebo in and of itself is almost like an open air mausoleum. You have the two stone gargoyles that are stupid big, sort of guarding the entrance, and they're kind of facing kind of diagonally. Where you would think that they'd be facing forward, they're kind of facing diagonally. And in the center of this mausoleum, this open air mausoleum, is a tomb. And there's a plaque on it. And it looks like something was once inscribed on it, but it has since been destroyed. And the destruction is exactly like what was printed on the invitation of that smudged out name.
Does it look like the name got like chiseled off, or does it look like it got like worn down over time?
It looks like it was created to be exactly what was on the invitation.
Okay. And yeah, just sort of like pointing between the two, just go more intentional design.
Are the gargoyles facing diagonally towards the tomb or away?
Away. But Emma, make me a brains roll. Difficulty, sweet baby girl.
I have no brain.
You're a D4. Just give me a 3. Can you give me a 3?
I don't think I can. It's gonna be really cute. I don't know where I just put my dice. I had them this morning.
Do you want me to roll for you?
Yes, I'm gonna have you roll for me, and then I'm gonna mute myself and find my dice after this scene.
Okay. Let me pull up my dice roller.
Oh, I have one on my phone, I think.
Nope, that's not how you spell dice roller.
I've got some physical ones right here if you want.
Cool. Can you roll me a D4?
Absolutely.
Roll a 3.
I'll see what I can do. How about a 4?
Hey, that explodes. So you can
Cool.
roll again.
So I
That's a
roll it
lucky
again?
break. Let's just see how good.
That's a 2, so I guess a total of 6.
Yep. So Emma, you're looking at these stone gargoyles, and they're diagonal facing away from the mausoleum, but you notice that there is a sort of indentation underneath that looks like something has been moved from it. Chiefly, the base of the statues has been moved from their original place and are now facing a different direction.
Oh my god, like, plumber guy, come here and like move this. Sorry, I forgot your name already.
It's all right, pom-poms. What are you thinking?
What? Ew. Don't call me pom-poms. That means something completely different than what you think it means. Anyway, look at the ground. Clearly, these statues were moved.
All right. He kind of looks at them. You know, he's wondering if it even looks remotely possible to move them, or if there's a mechanism.
Roll me your brains. Yeah, difficulty. Give me a difficulty 6.
Okay.
5.
Difficulty 5, you say, and my brains is a D8.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay, I'm rolling dice for everyone tonight because that's a 13. Because an 8 exploded and put a 5.
Nice. Okay, yeah. So you can tell that there is some sort of mechanism, but you don't think it's to help the statues move. You think it's sort of like what's that chain reaction thing?
Like a Rube Goldberg?
Rube Goldberg, that if the statue's removed, that'll unlock something, like that'll trigger a reaction to something else.
All right. Yeah. Then I guess Mike puts his shoulder into it and digs his feet in and tries to move this giant statue.
Cool. Lovely. Give me a brawn roll. We'll say this is an overall brawn roll.
Okay.
You're rolling a d20. Give me a 16. These are heavy.
I do not. I get a 2.
Oh, so that is a big failure. You can take an adversity token to help give you a leg up on your next roll because you failed this roll. And yeah, this does not feel good on your shoulders.
No.
Can I do an assist?
Yeah, I'll say you go in there. You give me a bronze, and anyone else who wants to help move this can give me a brawn roll, and we'll say it adds to Mike's 2.
A D4, so Ryan just like puts a hand on it.
This is the cost of my own hubris for having 2 die roll explode and then talking about it on a stream. I've set myself up for this.
So you can add a 2 to whatever the roll is.
Okay, so now we're at 4.
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
Sorry. That is a 19.
Okay, yeah. So Joan, are you just watching?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So the two men folk are just putting their whole backs into this, struggling. 1.5 men are putting their whole and the cheerleader comes along and just moves both of these. And as the final gargoyle is shifted back into place, you hear the click of a lock as if something is being unlocked, and it's in the direction of the tomb.
Okay. That was impressive.
But like
Very
it's
nice.
hard.
A little bit.
Really? Clearly you have no idea what being a cheerleader entails.
Clearly.
It's those pyramids.
Yeah, I already said I wasn't doing that.
Anyway.
We all heard the noise.
Do we think it's a mummy, or is it Old Man Jenkins in a mummy mask?
I'm hoping for the latter.
Honestly, at this point, I'm pretty sure it's like a clown or something.
I'm thinking it's probably stairs. It just feels right. Stairs, secret underground lair.
Who wants to open and find out?
Honestly, I kind of do. I don't, but I do. Let's walk over towards it to push or pull it.
So yeah, I'm not gonna make you roll for this because it's unlocked.
Yeah.
So you move it to the side, and it looks as if it's the best way I can describe it is like a mining shaft. It looks like the bottom of this tomb has been drilled through, and then the dirt underneath has been dug into, and there is a ladder leading down somewhere.
I win. It's stairs. Well,
That's a ladder.
It's a ladder, but it's like
You're
stairs.
wrong.
Well, it's not a mummy.
You're still wrong.
I said secret underground lair, and ta-da. Secret underground lair in a tomb, in a cemetery, in a town that doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm. Do we have to go down this? This is fully unsafe.
It's like existing in this town is unsafe.
Yeah.
Well, before we go into the dungeon to look for the first part of the Triforce, let's just make sure we're not leaving anything behind here. Can we take a minute and just vaguely scope out the rest of the graveyard, make sure there's nothing that leaps out at us, either visually or physically?
Yeah, you can take a round about the cemetery, but it looks like a set piece. Like this is the focal point of the scene that you are in.
We are going to circle back to my whole, like, this is a military town setup thing, right? From all this, especially with that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to fish my, like, UV flashlight out of my bag and just, like, click it down the mine shaft. It's not particularly bright, but it's more than anything.
What are you hoping to find or anticipating to see?
I'm hoping to see better, and then if there's anything that is not like easily seen by visual spectrum, it will just highlight. But I'm just adding a little bit of light plus whatever might be there.
Okay. Yeah, it looks purple.
Right. Yeah.
Ew, is that a blue light? Like the one they look for, like stains on beds?
No, it's a black light.
Ew. Ew.
It doesn't make the stains.
Are you hiding something, Mallory?
No. Why does he have
Or
that
Emma?
around?
Because when people hide things like code or the like, then
Semen.
I feel like you don't hide. It helps you find things that have been hidden.
What?
Look, and I've got one of those like UV, like the invisible ink pens. I'm just gonna draw a big circle on the back of the invitation and then point the light at it and just circle like that. Like people
oh my
write.
gosh, it's like a James Bond movie. That's so cool.
Right, but like $2. People who hide things, and it can help see it. And so if there's anything along the way, maybe we'll see something, or I'm just lighting it up purple. Either way, it's more than just walking down blind.
Carry on.
I'll start descending the ladder.
Yep. Okay. Yep.
Curiosity's taking advantage of me now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Mike
She'll
does
follow.
too.
The last.
And as you all get to the bottom, you hear the shifting of stone on stone. And the slab is now back in its place.
Oh, come on.
Up.
But the room you're in has a soft amber glow. Because things here are smoldering. You don't see any smoke. You don't smell any smoke. But this
Feels hot.
room has recently caught on fire. There are charred remains of furniture, and the walls are blackened with streaks of soot from where the flames licked against them. And it's still crackling a little bit. But you don't feel any heat.
Put the UV flashlight away and come back out with the Geiger counter. Just kind of click it on.
It has a particular reaction to a wooden door that is extremely unscathed.
But it's not reacting to the stuff that actually looks like it's been burning. Like the ionized radiation meter is detecting the door.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, I know I came down first, but I don't want to touch the door.
Jordan's kind of like hovering her hand over like the embers and what should have heat on it and that isn't. And just kind of just solidly touches one.
It doesn't burn you, but you see a handprint slide across the wall in front of you. Make me a sanity roll.
Okay.
You have to roll under, if I pull up my notes. You have to roll under a 73.
And what type of dice do I roll? A 20?
So you are rolling your percentile dice. So it's that double D10 and then that D10. So the double D10 is your tens place.
Got you.
And then the single D10 is your ones.
86.
Cool. So roll me your brains. Just roll me your brains.
And it turns off. Hold on, Doris.
Oh no.
Boom. Brains. 1.
So you are now at 99 sanity. Because we have so for those who know Call of Cthulhu, there's the sanity mechanic. All of our characters have a starting sanity of 100. If they lose sanity, they have to roll their brains, and whatever they roll in their brains is deducted from their 100. She rolled a 1. She lost 1 point of sanity.
Oh, okay. I thought it was bad. Cool.
No, you are now at 99 sanity. If you get 50 and below, that's when I get to have fun.
You rolled the best case scenario on having to lose sanity.
Right. You lost 1 point.
Awesome. But also panic. She's gesturing wildly, just
gonna like wave the Geiger counter over where she's standing.
Are we playing charades?
You don't see anything, everyone else. You don't see what she's gesturing to.
I know, but I'm already holding it out, so she's just swinging. So I'm just like pointing at her at this point.
I mean, it's doing its normal clicky, nothing.
Is it a fish movie?
Handprint. I touched the. Okay, so the heat. There's no heat. There's nothing happening with these embers. But I did that, and then something just. You don't see that?
See what?
On the wall.
Your weird like hand symbols? No.
On the wall, the hand. That
looks like a normal wall. Kind of burnt.
Okay, so illusions or hallucinate, I don't know. But something touched the wall. There's handprints on the wall. It scraped across the ashes.
Did you take bad tequila at the bar?
I took the same tequila as you.
I took vodka.
How close is Jordan to the radioactive door?
I mean, this room is not big, so.
Okay. So Orion will just start surmising, like, okay, so if we're in a room with a door that's reacting to a Geiger counter, then it's possible that there could be some bleed over from that, but I don't know why it'd only be affecting one person instead of all 4 of us. Maybe we don't touch things unless we absolutely have to touch things.
The heat is not burning. That's the problem here. In this room, there is things that were on fire and they're not hot.
Well, probably has something to do with, again, like the wave, the Geiger counter, the radiation.
Okay, so this is all a safety hazard. So door, because that is where we have to go next anyway. So.
Is there anything I can push the door with that is like not me just walking right up to the door down here?
Well, I was going to ask if any of the furniture remains intact enough for there to be like a table or chair leg.
Yeah.
Okay. Mike absolutely grabs one of those and will, without complaint, use it to open the door.
It swings open and Orion, does your flashlight have a normal flashlight setting?
No.
Okay. So you see a very dimly lit by purple UV light cavern. And you see the faint glimmer of what might be water at the bottom, and there is a rickety looking bridge leading you to the other side of this cavern. It's a wooden rope bridge, BT dubs.
Jordan's gonna go into her pack and take out a actual flashlight so you can see clearly, because that's creepy.
Yeah. So it's better lit now. It is an actual cavern. The Geiger counter is now not reactive.
Including to the door?
Including to the door.
The clicking stopped.
That's not supposed to happen.
It was radioactive right up until you opened it.
Yeah, stuff doesn't work like that. It doesn't just go away when you turn the knob.
Am I the only one who just kind of really wants to go home?
No?
No, you're not the only one.
No one's here willingly.
Okay.
You know, I had this buddy when I was a kid. His parents were like real strict, like, church 3 times a week, no drinking, no coffee, no nothing. But when we all started watching scary movies, like on Saturday night, he wasn't allowed to watch them, but he never wanted to say that he wasn't allowed to watch them. So he kept trying to make up what the movie was about based off what we were talking about. You know what I mean? And this feels like a story he's telling. This feels like someone who's never seen a scary movie is trying to make one.
Wait, hold on. I think you're on.
Yes, I had
there.
friends.
No, not that. That's also surprising. But you said he was rich?
His parents were strict.
Oh.
What does him being rich have to do with anything? I'm interested.
He kidnapped us all, and now he's living out his weird deranged fantasy of having like movie night and stories and shit.
No.
Yeah, but
I think he's a manager at Dollar General. He probably couldn't even buy a picture of this place, frankly.
I mean, it's an idea. Not that person specifically, but someone who has the access to the technology to do this. But this is a bit much.
Yeah.
Like improbably a bit much.
But like, it's so weird that they would put this much work into it, but there wouldn't be stuff on the gravestones.
Yeah, it's the.
Well, it seems like it seems like
you
that
kind of suck at your job, wherever you are.
I feel like that's meant to hide this. It's like this,
right.
This is the actual thing, and that's
okay.
The fake
I'll buy it.
So a creepy cave.
Yeah, we're dealing with creepy cave. We're dealing with radioactivity that goes away. This.
So our options are creepy, gross water, or rickety bridge that will die off.
I mean, we'll say it is a very steep fall into the water.
The option is bridge, and hopefully the bridge won't, theatrically break.
Yep.
We just got locked in a creepy, man lair. You really think that the bridge isn't going to just, break?
I'd certainly hope it doesn't.
If this is all part of some sick fantasy, wouldn't he want us to get wet?
You're assuming it's a male. That's the first problem.
I don't really think that is the point we should focus on. I think we should be focusing on how we're going to get across.
Goes towards the bridge to check the actual structure of it to see if it can actually support weight.
You know what? It's weird. It looks rickety, but it looks like it was created to look rickety.
Oh, it's a prop. Like the amusement park ones where it's designed to look old and it's actually not, because that would be like a violation of health code. It should be okay.
Why do they have props down here? This is the hidden part. Unless there's another hidden part.
To make sure we get to where we're supposed to be at.
Maybe it's just set pieces all the way down.
Maybe there's another hidden part. Well, I guess if the bridge is fine, then we have to use the bridge. I'm going to vote one at a time, though, in case it actually is more rickety than it seems.
Yeah.
So I'm biggest. So do I either go first to make sure it's not going to break, or do I go last in case it does?
Last in case it does. And cheerleader's probably the lightest.
And no, I don't have any rope.
Oh my god, thank you for saying that.
Right? Go.
Fuck. She's gonna go like stick a toe on it.
Yeah, it's sturdy.
Is there handrails?
Rope.
Also, there's dash across.
She's gonna take her foot and apply pressure on it.
Yep, it's a bridge.
So it doesn't like move organically.
No, it does, but it's not. You don't feel like it's going to fall underneath you.
Do I see missing stairs?
Yes, but
Or,
not.
planks
Yeah,
of wood?
no, I get it. Yes, but not so far apart that you cannot just step over that and cross it.
All right. So she will step on it and she puts both feet on the outermost edge, unless it's like really, really long.
No, yeah, go for it.
Okay. And hold on to because it's better for balance than walking straight down the center. And then holds down the rope and starts walking.
You cross without incident.
Oh my god, look! I'm like alive. Oh my god, it didn't fall. Oh my god, I'm alive.
Oh, good, I was right.
Who's next?
Please don't leave me here.
Jordan will go.
Again, cross without incident.
She doesn't even do the extra precautions. Like after Emma took care of it, it's like, okay, cool, go.
Okay. Ryan just walks across, just like muttering under his breath the entire time. The Brony Maria and just until he makes it all the way across.
Mm-hmm. It barely swings aggressively as you walk.
Mike crosses, being a little bit cautious just in case anything starts to creak or theatrically threaten.
Yeah, no. The bridge is completely stable. You make it across safely, and Mike, as soon as both your feet touch over on the landing on the other side, all of you hear laughter. But it's not in the cave, it's inside your head. And this laughter is horrible. It is choking. It is gurgling, like the throat of whatever is doing the laughing is wrong, or it is inhuman. And Jordan, your flashlight goes out and you are all in pitch darkness. You cannot see anything. And seconds later, you cannot hear anything at all. Everyone make me a sanity roll.
And Storyteller, it's distinctive enough that it is in our head that there is no way that we would think that it was external. Like we can tell that much.
You can absolutely tell.
Okay.
Because it's almost like bouncing off the edges of your skull.
Okay. 45 under 70.
Beautiful.
Can I have a reroll?
Nope. What'd you roll?
97.
Lovely. Roll me your. I mean, girl, you got a D4 for brains. Roll me your D4.
31.
Okay, you're good. Did you lose
40.
more? Okay, so you're also at 99 sanity. You're okay. 99 out of 100 is okay.
I thought we were going by last time's sanity. So we get to reroll sanity each time?
I will have you roll sanity. That's just the number that you have to roll under. That's the cap.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So your actual sanity starts at 100. That's how we measure it. So you're at 99 out of 100. And sorry, Ben, what did we roll?
I got a 40, so I'm good.
You're good. Okay. So yes, lights are out, and then you hear the crackling of electricity as lights come back on. But now you're in what looks to be a basement. And it's not a creepy basement. It looks like, sorry, the electronic assistant just turned on like I was speaking to her. It's not a creepy basement. It looks like it's just an extension of a house. It is a usable basement. There are 4 doors. One is metallic, and there is a stairwell leading up.
Nobody felt the room move or anything, right?
No.
No, just magic trick.
Did anybody hear the
Yeah.
creepy laugh?
We're not going to talk about that.
Okay, that wasn't just me. Okay.
No.
I feel like that's the sound the clown from It makes when you drown him.
I don't like how much I agree with you.
Okay. Good talk, everyone. Well, now that we're in a basement, let's just go. F this. Let's just go.
How did we get
Isn't there a
here?
door?
Let's just go up these fucking stairs, unless they throw up another fog wall or, I don't know, the dogs from Ghostbusters show up. We should be fine.
Maybe the fog has a hallucinogen in it.
We're not
Is there
exploring
a
the
phone in
basement.
this
Okay.
basement?
There is not a phone.
Is there like one of those like servant dumbwaiter things?
Not that you can see. Not in the room you were in, at least.
It's not a
Oh, there's multiple rooms to the basement?
So there are 4 doors. One of them looks metallic, and then there's a stairwell leading up.
So here's my thought. We could take the stairs up, but it's probably a trap because we came down and they know we want to leave. So instinctively we would look for the thing to go up.
You don't think that 4 doors, 4 people seems like a trap?
I'm going to go open a door.
Okay.
3 doors. Okay.
Roll me a d4. Just figure out what you find. So you open the metallic door, and you go into what looks to be a storage vault, and there are metal cases lining metal shelves in here.
I think I found the freezer storage room.
It's not cold.
The broken freezer?
Does anybody have like a flashlight?
Offers.
Does your light work anymore?
I don't know. Find
It
out.
turns on.
Okay.
So these metallic boxes look to be like the home DIY version of safety deposit boxes. Like each of these are meant to contain something valuable.
Oh my God. This is like where my parents keep like all the good stuff. She just like walks in.
Okay, you're in there.
She's going to start opening.
They're all empty except for one, and it has a revolver.
Ooh! Hey, everyone! I found a gun.
Oh,
God. Put it down.
No,
I guarantee you it's a murder weapon.
that's fine. It means
Well,
I
yeah,
can
it's a
murder
gun.
Pennywise when he comes to kill us.
Is it loaded? Do you
I
know
don't
how to
know.
check?
She shakes it.
You're shaking a gun. It's not.
She's never used a gun before.
Stop.
Stop
this.
it.
So I guess the right question is which one of us goes over there to try to stop this before it goes bad?
Nope.
Nope.
All right.
She is pointing it up while she shakes it.
Yeah.
I can't tell if it's
Mike.
loaded.
Just
Will you give it back?
Give it to me.
Will you give it back?
I'm not sure yet. That wasn't a very convincing display.
Well, then I'm not going to give it to you.
Can you give him the
Finders
gun
keepers.
so you don't hurt yourself?
I'm
He's the
not
one
gonna
that can
hurt
tell if
myself.
it's loaded.
The gangsters put it in their pants all the time. I'm sure it's fine.
Why do you
Please
think they
don't tuck in your
limp?
skirt.
Mike, this is definitely not a weapon that has a safety.
Yeah, I know. Have you ever heard somebody get shot?
Ew, why would I hear somebody get shot?
Did you ever hear somebody drown in their own blood, in their lungs? Did you ever watch blood froth out of someone's chest?
Pretty sure that's what we just heard.
No. That was a monster laugh. I'm asking you, have you ever watched a human choke to death on their own blood before?
Ew, why would a human choke to death on their own blood?
Because somebody fucking shot them.
Okay, if I give this to you, what will you give me?
My undying love and affection.
Will you acknowledge that I'm actually intelligent and not call me pom-poms ever again?
Sure, just call me Mike.
Okay, like, it's gonna be really hard to remember that. She puts the gun in his hand and goes back to opening more of the boxes.
So the rest of the boxes are empty. Mike, there is one bullet missing from I'm going to say it's a 6 cartridge. One has been fired.
Okay. Is the brass still there? As in it's been fired once and then put away? Or is it one missing round a la worst game of Russian roulette?
It has been fired.
Just, can you hear his blood pressure rising? Because I'm sure he can. All right. So there's no safety.
There's no safety.
It's just like what, like a mid-century 45?
Revolver.
It's a revolver.
Well, I bet you any money that it is a murder weapon because somebody fired it.
Just look over to Jordan, who's like, should we open the other doors or?
I assume that's what we have to do.
Okay. Your pick.
And she goes to open up a door on like the opposite end from wherever Emma was.
Cool. Roll me a d4. If it's a 4, roll it again.
Roll. It's a 4. Roll again. It's a 3.
So you open, oh, I love that this is you. So you open it up and you look to see a laboratory. Like someone has created this to do their work at home. There are jars of multicolored fluids lining shelves. There are bookcases with just a wide array of different tomes in different languages on different subjects. there are beakers and test tubes, and in the very dead center, there is what looks to be a refitted dentist chair that looks like it can recline into an operating table.
So I found the creepy lab.
Roll me a d10.
Okay. Two.
It's a 2. There's something under your skin. You feel it. It almost feels like an itch at first.
Where? Just...
Let's say your chest. And then it gets stronger and you feel something start to move under there. There are more. There are bugs under your skin, Jordan. They are crawling under your skin.
So she bravely mentions, so I found the creepy lab, and then starts rubbing her chest and just like panics and just like flies backwards from this room. Just like...
Did you say lab?
I was looking.
You ask as she is genuinely full on panic attacking.
Like,
yeah, I was looking in, so I guess I just like half catch her. Like what?
She's like clawing her like chest open and like trying not to scream, but trying to like see if there's like visibly something crawling beneath her skin, or if it's just a feeling.
You see it. No one else sees what you're seeing.
Oh, absolutely. So
it's like the Mummy, where the yeah.
So she has very good nails.
Mm-hmm.
She's clawing her chest, like actively trying to, like, she's trying to bury something out of her chest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to attempt to, like, just like by the wrists, like as soon as I start seeing blood, go no.
Orion, make me a grit roll, because what I'm interpreting you doing is you trying to like get her to calm down,
or like stop.
+1, 6.
I mean, 6 is going to be the difficulty I set for you. So yeah, I will say, Jordan Tomei, RP this how you want, but he is successfully beginning to calm you down and break you out of this.
It's trying to remove the hands from the chest. Like, what? Nothing. What are you doing?
In my chest, there's something crawling under my skin.
What do you see it? What is it?
Yes, don't you see it? It's like...
No.
Yes.
No.
There's nothing there.
No, I don't see it.
I can see it. I can feel it crawling underneath my skin. Why don't you see?
Describe it to me. What is it?
It's like bugs, like insects, like something is in my chest. You see this?
There are no bugs on you.
Yes, sir.
There's no bugs. Jordan, there's no bugs.
What is this then?
Your skin.
It's the same thing as whatever we heard back there. It's the same thing as whatever you saw in the chamber. It's whatever is going on right now. It's not there.
I can feel it happening.
I know, it's psychosomatic. It's going to be
Psycho
there.
What?
You think it, and then it reflects physically. You convince yourself that it's there.
Okay. Okay, how do we make it stop? Because it's not.
Do you have something? Do you have something you can focus on, like something that you can center on?
I don't. Okay.
Do you do religion, or do you have somebody that you can think about? I don't. There's a lot of options here.
I'm just okay. There's something in the room. It's a lab. I don't know if I inhaled something to cause this, but it's there. So.
Okay. Can you? And I just like look around and the point like at the metal door. Can you describe that door to me?
The what?
The metal door. Can you describe the door to me?
The door. It's metal. It's gray. It's heavy. Probably has something behind it.
Okay. What about the metal in the room? What does it look like in there to you?
It's metal, and it's.
Tell me more.
It's the boxes in her room.
Okay. What's on your chest right now?
It's change at all.
It's gone.
It's not okay. Oh, shit. Scratch the shit out myself.
Told you it was your skin.
Okay.
Okay. Just
okay.
Yeah, we don't know what this is, but obviously it's a lot. So just that keeps going on. Just take a second. Okay.
Okay.
So you found a lab, and it's got something in there.
It's a table. It's a chair, like a dentist chair that can flatten out the way they do things to your face.
Nope.
Operating. Nope. And there's
nope.
labs, and there's a beaker, and there's like books in there, and so I'm not going in there. So that's somebody else's now because I'm not.
Just look past and through.
I mean, it looks exactly how she described. Roll me your brains.
That's another +1. That's gonna be 15.
Okay, so you get the sense. I didn't even tell you a difficulty, but whatever, you have it. You get the sense that this room doesn't have anything in it. In the sense that there's nothing for you to find.
Yeah.
It's here purposefully to start chipping away at you.
Maybe you're right. Maybe it is the chemicals. Maybe you did inhale something. I'm just going to close the door. Just be a bit more careful before we start walking into strange rooms.
I didn't even walk in. Did you smell something, or is it?
No, I didn't. But there's chemicals in there, and from what I can tell, that's about it. It's a setup. It's another set piece. But it's
Emma is pacing the room.
This one has chemicals in it. So.
Okay.
You said there were books?
There are books.
Let's see if there's anything in them.
I'll just open the door and just gesture to him. So I don't know if there is.
That's fine.
So you're walking into the room?
Yeah, he goes into the laboratory.
Roll me a d10.
Sure. 3.
Hold your breath.
So a closet that you didn't notice before, the door swings open.
Can he see inside the closet from where he's standing? Okay. He says, you know what, I decided I don't want to know all that much.
Okay. Come on, back.
Yeah. But while I'm thinking about that, Rachel, I'd like to take out the handgun and just very quickly look at it and look for a maker's mark or a brand name or anything else. It's just the idea of a gun. Cool.
So there are 2 more doors here in the basement, or there's a stairwell up. What are we gonna do?
Yeah, I'm gonna close that door once he comes out, and I guess I'm gonna pick a door.
Roll me a d4.
There's only 2 options, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna flip this if that's okay.
Okay, that's cool.
1.
You find the wine cellar.
Okay. Let's open up and look in. Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not really trusting it, but it's wine cellar.
I don't drink anything from it.
Did you say wine?
Don't drink anything from it.
At first glance, yes.
She comes over to investigate.
Wine. Anything notable from where I'm standing at the doorway?
You see a stick of dynamite.
That's interesting. Where is the dynamite?
It's in one of the little slots where a wine bottle should be.
Reachable, or have to like walk in to get it?
You have to walk in.
All right. So, does anybody think we're gonna need that?
Need what?
What is it? Ooh, yes.
let's
She
point
walks in to grab it.
Point at the TNT. That she's getting it.
So as you walk in to grab it, something catches your eye. Emma, was there someone on your squad that you absolutely hated?
Brittany.
There's a bottle with Brittany's name on it.
So it looks like a wine bottle, but it's got Brittany's name on it.
Mm-hmm. And very fancy calligraphy. And it also has her blood type.
So she grabs the dynamite and she grabs it like she's in like a terrible like police movie where she like grabs it very carefully because she's afraid it's going to blow up. So before I move with the
Dynamite?
Dynamite.
does anybody here know anybody named Brittany?
Probably, but no one comes to mind.
Common name.
I would assume for some reason there was an instance where I know Brittany's blood type.
Yeah.
Is it a rare blood type that I can like safely like assume that like?
Do you know what? Fuck it, sure.
Oh, positive.
AB negative.
Okay. So there's this girl. I'm not saying that she made captain last year, but she might have made captain last year. I really, really hate her. Baba has the same blood type that she has and her name on it.
Are there any other names on the bottles nearby it?
Any other names on the other bottles?
None that you would recognize.
But yes, names?
But yes, names.
Okay.
There's names. I can't touch them because I'm holding dynamite.
It's not going to blow up.
How do you know that?
Is it a single stick, storyteller?
No, it's 3 wound together.
But it's 3 bundle with fuse. Okay, because you usually have to light it or pull it to set it off. You can even throw that at me and it'd be fine right now.
She like crab walks over to you slowly and hands it to you.
I slowly reach and then just quickly grab.
Why would you do that?
It sticks. You have to light this part or pull this part and then boom. Yeah, no, this is fine.
I got my heart. It's gonna beat out of my chest.
It's fine.
Are you gonna make me go touch the bottles too?
Not unless you want somebody's blood bottle.
Don't we want to see why there's bottles with blood in it?
See, when you ask me that, the answer is yes, but...
Vampires.
Okay. Here. She walks back over and she uses her spirit stick to kind of like gently like move it and like to see what the writing is on the other so she can call it out.
The name you call out, Mike,
Mm-hmm.
it's deadly familiar.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mike absolutely like color drains out of his face and he just kind of starts and he
All right.
no, but see, I feel better though because I know that bottle's bullshit.
What?
I mean, most shit here is bullshit, but how precisely?
Yeah, but I have it on extremely good authority that person would not be in any shape to have blood drawn from them.
Emma, the liquid inside is thick. as if it's congealed.
So I don't know a lot about wine or blood, but I know a lot about alcohol. It doesn't look like alcohol. It's like thick, like pudding or syrup.
Okay, well, maybe it.
Or hypercoagulated blood.
Yeah.
So are we opening the last doors or are we going upstairs?
She's going to take Brittany's bottle, walk out of the room, and then she's going to throw it in the room.
So you are opening the final door and you're throwing the blood bottle?
No. In the wine cellar. She's throwing it in the wine cellar.
Okay. Yep. It crashes and red wine spills on the floor.
Does it smell like wine?
You can't really smell.
That's odd. That's odd in its own right. Okay.
Yep.
Huh. Close the door.
We've got one more door.
Who wants to do it?
We've found so many interesting things so far. Why not, right?
Okay, but honestly though, revolver, dynamite, I feel a lot better now.
I don't.
It's like a video game.
It really is. The tracking fog, the inventory. It's it's a game.
Okay, wait. I have a theory. Does anybody here have a fear of wine cellars?
No.
No.
Okay. Does anybody here have a fear of rooms with safety deposit boxes?
No.
Also no.
Does anybody here have a fear of dynamite?
No more than usual.
Only when it goes off.
It's a healthy fear.
Yeah.
So that door. She's gonna go.
So you open the final door down here. And you see, do you enter it or are you just standing in the threshold?
No, just
of the door?
absolutely just like tap. Look.
We've learned.
So at each corner of the room are smaller versions of the gargoyles that were flanking the entrance to the open air mausoleum. And they're all looking inward at this pentagram painted in black on the floor. And there are red wax candles in different lengths, all lit on the ground. And there is a man standing in the center of the pentagram. And as you open the door, he turns to look at you, and there is a bullet wound in the center of his forehead. And he screams at you, "Get out of this room." The door slams.
Is this heard by all
everyone
of
else
us?
heard that.
You all heard it. You all saw it.
Okay. Yeah.
Found the bullet.
Remember how sometimes in video games you get to like find a buddy? Maybe that's our buddy.
I don't think he's our buddy.
That's the buddy.
Do y'all want to roll sanity, or y'all want to just go with it? Because you just saw a corpse.
I'm gonna roll sanity. I was right in front of that shit.
Roll me your sanity.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
The door does not open again.
And no sound from inside?
No sound from inside.
Yeah. Huh.
She tries to just open it.
Doesn't budge.
97.
Yeah, so roll me your brains, because you had to hit below a 73.
Mm-hmm. 6.
Yeah, I got an 81, which is a fail, I think.
So Jordan, you are now at 93 sanity. Mike, Ben, what did you roll?
I rolled 7 sanity loss.
Sorry, what was your sanity roll?
81.
Oh yeah, your threshold was 69. So yes, you are losing sanity. So you lost 7.
Mm-hmm.
You are also at 93.
Great.
Out of
I
100.
42.
So you're good. You keep your brains.
I did not roll.
Okay. I'm not going to force you to roll for this one because.
Yeah, I know. I didn't. I saw it.
Yeah.
That's about as far as my understanding of it went. I'm like, sure, okay. I have no immediate reason to believe that is a walking corpse.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan was directly in front of it and is just like, staring at the door, like, fuck did I just see?
Yeah, you saw better than I did.
Okay, but this brings me back to my theory. Stay with me. Does anybody here have a fear of the occult?
No, I actually really like it.
Really?
Yeah, it's interesting.
Nobody has a fear of wine cellars, safety deposit box rooms, or the occult. Really? Nobody.
No.
These aren't fear-based things. These are.
They are.
They're not.
They are.
Maybe to somebody, but not to this group.
The room that you went into has everything in it that I'm scared of.
The lab room?
Don't say the word loudly.
Okay, well.
And books. They're terrifying.
You don't like dentist chairs, operating tables?
No.
Lab equipment?
Or bugs.
Or books?
Or books.
Are you afraid of books? Or
no,
you just don't
I
like
just
them?
don't like them.
Okay, then.
But everything else in there is terrifying and I hate it.
So that was terrifying and I hate it.
But do you see what my point is I'm the only one who had a room with all of their fears in it.
So far, yeah.
Yeah.
Or you happen to be scared of things that are in a good haunted house.
I mean, medical horror is common.
I hate you all. She just walks up the stairs.
Here's a go on.
I like the occult and just walk up after them.
Yeah, Mike heads up too.
Okay. So now you are all on the ground floor of this stately manor home. I will say, just to sort of give you an idea of what you're going to find on this floor, there's the kitchen, there's the storeroom, there is the back patio and the gardens, there's the dining room, and then there's the chapel. Are we going to explore it all? We're going to go upstairs and explore?
Yeah, I think we're just trying to take all of that in and figure out what we want to hit first. I mean, so do we go to the chapel first or last? Because you know that's going to be a fucking disaster.
You can also split the party.
Sounds like a terrible idea.
Okay, so before we do any of this, I want to try one thing.
All right.
You all just want to follow me. And I'm going to walk towards a direction that seems like it would lead towards a front door. And if I can find one, I'm just going to try to open it.
Yeah, you are in the entrance hall. There is a grand staircase that leads you up. It's one of those like U-shaped. Mm-hmm. And you see the front door, and the handles are painted on.
So I go to reach, and it's just flat 2D.
Mm-hmm.
I go, ha.
Almost as if your quest has not been completed.
So it's a video game. It's Or it's like a giant escape room or something.
Okay, I really don't like that theory because in like all the horror movies and all the video games, the cheerleader's always the first to die.
Yeah, but in the movies, the cheerleaders are usually stupid and you're not, so we're already breaking the mold here.
Oh my god, thank you. Like the sweetest thing you've ever said.
Okay. Well, unless we just feel like burning this early and I was like wave the 3 sticks of dynamite around, then I guess we're going to walk around.
Oh. Let's try the bathroom. She starts looking for the bathroom.
There is not
gonna...
You don't find even a half bath on this level.
This place doesn't even have doorknobs.
Right, but in the video games, there's always good stuff in the bathroom.
Okay, fair. Also surprised you play video games.
I don't. I sleep with a lot of nerds. They do my homework for me, so I don't have to.
Okay, it was equally surprising until you said that part.
All right, so do we start or end with the chapel?
Well, unless anybody has a religion horror, then why not?
Georgia does the chapel.
You're all going to the chapel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, I'm hearing that thunder from you, Tommy. So you guys enter the chapel, and it's small. It's a home chapel. For the very rich and presentingly religious. It has stained glass windows. It has a few pews. It has the pulpit, and it has 4 caskets.
We playing along?
Caskets open or closed?
Closed.
Do they all look identical or do they look different?
They're all identical.
She's going to take her spirit stick and go lift one up with it.
As you lift it up, you see blue-lipped, pale skin yourself.
She screams and then drops it and backs away.
Roll me your sanity.
38?
You rolled under. Like, you keep your sanity.
Well,
that was me. If I was dead. Still hot, though. But dead.
the caskets all close to each other?
Yeah, they're displayed one next to the other.
Great. I'm gonna walk up and look up at like the cross, just go, forgive me, and I'm just gonna put my foot on one and just shove it into the other ones and to knock them over and open.
They all knock over, and you all see your own corpses tumbling out of the coffins. Emma, you are exempt on this because you have already rolled your sanity. Everyone roll me your sanity as you see your corpse tumbling out of your coffin.
Thanks, Orion.
Welcome. 26 under 70.
Well, you keep your sanity.
65.
You keep your sanity.
99.
Oh, baby. Roll me your fucking brains.
Damn it. 3.
Okay, so you are now at, what is that, 93? No, you are at 90.
90 straight. Yep. Great.
Oh, you are not having fun in this house. You know what? Honestly, flavor this how you want.
Brian just kicks over all of the stuff, all the bodies spilled out, and she just like, there's no scream. Once again, the panic is always silent with her. But she is just staring dead at her own corpse and is frozen in place and probably going to be unresponsive to anything else anybody says for a little bit.
So having confirmed all four of us are in this casket, I'm just going to go, yeah. And I'm going to go over to my body, and I want to see if it's actually a body. Like, this is a human body, and if it is actually like me.
As far as you, honestly, you know what? Roll me your brains.
Yeah, it's like that's my D20 stat. So
yeah, it's a difficulty 17.
With my +1, it's an 18.
So yeah, so this is as real as it can be, but there are freckles that are not exactly where they should be. And there are, like, your glasses were on the body, but there's no indentation of the nose guard.
Is there an additional roll that I can do or something of the sort to look for surgery cuts? I want to see, like, was this like physically made to look like me, or
no.
Okay.
I was like, did you get an appendectomy that you want to see if it also had?
No, I want to see if this face was reshaped to look like mine.
No, this corpse has not been face offed.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it's close. It's close, but it's definitely not me, apart from the fact that I'm sitting here holding it. I just sort of like lift my own head up. Apart from the fact that I'm sitting here holding it, it's definitely not me.
While he's been doing that, I've tried to get Jordan to sit down.
Maybe try opening your eyeballs.
Clouded as if a corpse.
Same color as mine?
Yep.
All right. No.
Cause of death?
Can't really tell. Whatever it seems like was a body on hand. Like I said, it's really close, but it's got like little bits wrong.
She like inches closer and like examines hers. Does this look like me? Does it have like birthmarks and stuff in the same places, or no?
Mm-hmm. I'll say you get
Like-
the benefit of Orion's role.
To a T, or like still kind of off?
It's just barely off.
Okay. Well, are we done with the church?
I want to check one thing, and then yeah, I'm fucking done. Mike rolls up the left sleeve of his corpse and looks for the distinguishing signs of the laser tattoo removal he had.
It's there, but again, it's a little bit off. Like someone has an almost exact match, but they couldn't get it quite exact.
This is so weird.
She's gonna like move the casket, like prop it back up, and then she's gonna like creepily like pick up her body and put it back in.
Okay, yeah, you do that.
It does feel weird to leave him on the ground, doesn't it?
I'm sorry.
Why?
Sorry.
Why? It's all part of the same thing, right?
Yeah, it is, but it still feels. Yeah.
This feels like some Black Mirror shit, if I'm quite honest. So I just want to be nice to my like other me.
I'm going to leave mine on the ground. I'm going to walk around the rest of the chapel, and I'm looking to see. Is there anything else in here, or was it just set up for corpses?
It was just set up for the corpses.
Yep. And determining that, just come back to these three and go, well, it's like the lab, and it's like everything else. It's just, it's there to mess with us. There's no reason for it. It's just there to mess with us. It's like this entire thing is a psychological trial.
You said there was a Bible on the pulpit, or that there was just a pulpit?
There's just a pulpit.
Okay.
Are there one of those at the back, the desks with all the candles that you light for like?
Sure.
She goes and lights a candle for her dead self.
And how is Jordan?
Like, definitely, she would have participated in the conversation, but she seems like slowly pulling herself back together enough to at least acknowledge the fact that they're saying these bodies are just weird and off and just messing with you. It's like, okay, like slow nod, slowly trying to get back in.
So it stands to reason that everything else that we have to deal with, and I'm like saying it specifically at Jordan as she has now reacted like multiple times to this stimulus. So it stands to reason that everything that we're going to wind up going into is designed to mess with us. Like I said, if we're coupling this off of the test town theory that I had earlier, then this is the test. It's psychological trial. Maybe it's fear-based, like Emma said. So far, we've got standard dead bodies and then a specific one. But whatever this is, it's designed for this. So we need to remember that this place is going to be messing with us.
Sorry.
Like that.
The dog agrees.
Dogs.
Okay.
But why though? But why?
Maybe like I said, maybe the fog had some sort of psychotropic in it. Maybe this is the test. Maybe they're testing, or maybe the alcohol that you guys drank at the hotel had it. I don't know. Maybe something is being tested, and we're seeing does it work. I didn't either, but I'm running theories right now. They're testing something. It has to be. They have to be testing something to be going through all this and building this entire thing.
Okay, but so who do I sleep with to pass the test? Because that's how I've passed every other test.
Find the proctor.
When we find him, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Jordan's just gonna leave the chapel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just sort of walk out. I'm going under his breath. We'll say a Hail Mary, but like in Vox Romani, just on the way out, as an apology for desecrating the chapel, even though it's a fake one.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there a crucifix or a cross?
No.
Yeah. And the stained glass windows are kind of a nondescript blobby kind of design. Yeah. Who knows how to make a wine cellar but doesn't know how to make a church?
It's not dominational.
Okay.
Rich people?
Why the fuck would someone make a Unitarian church in a horror movie?
Because it's a prop, and same reason why the graveyard had nothing either. They don't like religious symbols, maybe.
So we know that Jordan here doesn't follow anything particular. Do either of you follow anything in particular?
Yeah, my parents raised me Catholic, duh.
Great. So different belief sets, but we all recognize this as chapel. That's why.
Isn't that like every other video game because there's like copyright infringement or something?
Maybe. The point I'm getting at, though, is that the reason that they don't distinguish it is because they want it to affect all of us. So it doesn't matter. If they specify it down too much, then you'll focus on the wrong things, as opposed to just, here is a place for presenting the dead. This way, Christian, Jewish, Muslim, anything.
Right. Now that you mention that, displaying the dead usually means you're having like a wake or a shiv? Shiva? There's like all faiths, they all have their like version of a wake.
Yeah, Shiva.
So that's what this is. Does that mean a bunch of people are about to show up?
Probably not. That would actually probably be the most surprising thing for me, is if other people actually show up into this mess.
Aside from the one that had his head shot in the middle of the occult circle.
Who also didn't leave his room.
Yeah. So all we're gonna find is dead bodies and supposed to be dead bodies?
So far.
Contributors and actors.
Well, next room? Let's go to the next room. I'm tired of church.
So to as Ben described it before stream started, as my role of cruise director, I'm going to be navigating a little bit just because we are running a little bit late. The next room you guys explore is the Solarium on the patio, which is set up like there's a seance going to be taking place. It's a semi-dark room with the glass greenhouse walls, and the doors to the back gardens are open. The round table is covered with a kind of sparkly sheer table covering. There's a thin layer of dust on it, and you could almost see the faint imprints of hands on it. And there is the smell of incense in the air. Like
no Ouija board,
but there is a crystal ball on a pedestal in the center of the table.
Does anybody know how to is that like a magic 8-ball where you shake it and it tells you what you want?
It's a crystal ball. You read it.
Just looking at.
Oh, you look in it?
Yeah.
My aunt used to do it a bunch.
So, oh shit. Hey, Zach, can you roll me that coin? That flip that.
Sure.
So if it lands on a 1, it's Jordan. If it lands on a 2, it's you, Orion. If that's how it works.
Well, it is a 2.
Lovely. So, Orion, you look into this crystal ball. Jordan, when you're looking into it, it's a crystal ball, but we'll circle back to you later. Orion, you are looking into this, and it's a crystal ball, but then you see on the other side a mirror of you looking in. And the face is exactly like yours, but the eyes are blank. And as you lift your head up, you see it, and it is smiling like it doesn't reach its eyes, but it is you. And no one else sees it but you.
Just gonna walk closer to the ball and just like look in at it.
So you're looking in the ball, but the copy of you is now standing in this room with everyone else. But you're the only one that can see it.
So like I get closer and it's no longer in there, it's just up here with us.
Mm-hmm.
You all right?
Maybe. It's kind of like hand into bag. I'm like feeling around for the hunting knife, but I'm not pulling it out just yet. I'm just keeping eye locked on this thing.
Your copy has a bag too, and its hand is in the bag.
Gonna lift my other hand up and wave it.
It copies you. And then it stops copying you. And with that same blank smile on its face, it begins to round the table towards the doors. And it exits and it looks back at you like it's expecting something. And as a reminder, no one else can see this.
Yep.
I'm watching Orion just kind of.
I'm going to check back into the solarium. Is there anything else in here of note, or is it just set up for this crystal ball and that's it?
Jordan, there's a key on the table underneath the crystal ball, underneath the little platform.
Oh. Is it a similar key to something we've seen? Yeah.
The key, but it has a tag on it, like a little twine and paper tag on it, and the tag says your name.
Guys, I think we have to go out.
Why?
I'm calling it a feeling right now. And I'm going to start walking towards my doppelganger. Hand still in bag.
Huh.
Found a key. It's one of yours.
Bring it with you.
Okay.
How, air quotes, tripping do you think you look right now to the outside? Because this sounds like you're acting very strangely.
It definitely looks like Orion is following something, but he's more caught up in the oddity of it and trying to figure it out than he is scared of it. This is a superstition thing.
But it looks comfortably obviously enough that he is dealing with input that the rest of us aren't.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, whatever you're seeing, we ain't, man. It's not real.
I know.
Oh, yeah, psychosis.
Yeah, that's why I want everybody to come along instead of just me walking out here.
Yeah, she goes.
Fuck.
So you are all... Oh, Ryan, I love that it's you that it's happening too. So you all exit the solarium, and then the mists begin to converge. And it cuts the three of you off of Orion and the copy of him that you can't see.
I'm guessing I noticed the mists close in behind me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shit.
Don't move.
Orion? Marco?
Polo.
Can we hear him?
You can, but it's muffled.
Mm-hmm.
We can kind of hear you. Oh, please don't kill me right now.
Orion, what are you going to do with your doppelganger?
He's just standing in front of me?
It is standing in front of you, also with the knife in its hand in the bag.
Okay. I'm going to continue just seeing how much it's mirroring me.
It's now acting independently of you.
Okay.
But it's expecting you to do something. It's expecting you to react somehow. But it wants you to react.
I really don't want to, is the problem. So I'm just going to look at it and go, what are we doing here?
You don't need to know what you're doing here.
Oh, you talk. That's uncomfortable.
And it has your voice. But no one else can hear it.
That's even more uncomfortable. If you're supposed to be a double of me, then you know that I do have to know what I'm doing here. It's kind of a thing.
I know. And that's why it wanted you here. But it's okay.
It's really not.
It is. Because you're going to do something. Or I'm going to do something. Someone's going to do something, but it will get done. And it will get done for the master.
What's the master have in mind?
Wonderful things.
Great. What is
it?
But
Orion, You are me and I am you, and only one of us can rejoin our friends. How do you propose that can happen?
Is that how this has to go?
We both can't go back.
No. What does he have to say about it? And I point like over his shoulder.
It turns
And I
around.
stab it.
Okay, so
Immediately.
we are doing contested fight rolls.
Yep. The moment he turns around, I just pull and stab.
Okay,
Good job. Well done.
so what is your fight? D12.
Yeah.
All right, so this is contested, so we are each rolling, and whoever has the highest value.
Okay. No pluses. So 9.
We are dead tied on the first roll.
Sounds right.
Roll again. It's a 3 and out kind of thing.
Okay. 7.
Okay. Roll one more time.
12.
So you see your corpse on the ground. And it looks up at you as it is dying and bleeding out. You know all of this. This was supposed to be your shining moment, but you will ruin it like you have ruined everything. You're not as smart as you think you are, and it will get you in the end.
Just gonna lean down and by its scarf, pick it up face to face and go, "You're not real."
But I am real. I am you, and you are me.
You're not real, and I'm
I
going to
could
figure out
have
what you
been
are.
real if you had just done what you were supposed to do. And then it dies.
Yeah, just go. Yeah, probably. Just let it go. Knife goes immediately back into the bag.
And the fog clears away.
Is there a body? Is there blood?
There is blood, there is no body. But Orion, I need you to roll me your sanity because you just murdered yourself.
Oh yeah.
Taking this ego death thing a little literally.
89 over 70.
So you failed.
Yep.
So roll me your brains.
Yep. 17.
So subtract 17 from 100.
Yep.
That's where your sanity's at.
Yep.
Killing yourself was real bad.
Mm-hmm.
But you got the key, Jordan.
Yes. I got the
And on the
keys.
ground where Orion is.
Are you all right?
Brittany's blood.
Are you bleeding?
No, I don't think I am. No.
The blood.
I am not bleeding.
Okay, so where did the blood come from?
It's more messing with us.
Raise your hand if you've murdered people.
I mean, there's no body. Here, the key. This key, it's yours.
Let's take it. It has your name on it.
Me?
Yeah. Mine.
Why? I don't want it.
Oh, not you. No,
It has my name on it.
It's her name.
And I don't know why it has my name on it, but I'm going to give it to you because you have keys. So you're the key holder now.
I mean, it did say that there's more to go. So.
Yep.
Okay, but this one's yours.
Yeah, but you're holding it.
Yeah,
I don't want to.
Well, I'm leaving the tag on it because this one's yours.
Okay. You should stop rubbing your face because of the blood that you're spreading on yourself.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I did it again.
Yeah.
I think there's like a kitchen. Maybe we can like wash you a little bit.
Yeah.
I think that'd be great. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
you're
go
gonna
to
want to
the
clean
kitchen.
that off before it gets sticky.
Yeah, I'd hate to be covered in wine, right?
That's not wine.
I was making a joke.
Oh, your joking voice is like your normal voice.
Kitchen.
All right, kitchen.
Water.
Mm-hmm. And as I will say, just for narrative sense, as you walk through the house to the kitchen, you notice that there are now doorknobs, actual doorknobs.
Motherfucker.
Including the front door? Okay.
On the front door.
Let's go.
Do you want me to go open it?
No. No.
Yeah, we'll do that
Okay.
next. Let's get you. Let's
We've got
let's clean you up.
we've got more to find here, I think.
Necessary.
I will say, for cruise directoring sense, you have found what you needed to find.
Mhm.
And we are running a little late,
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
don't want to go on too terribly long because we also haven't had a break. So if there is like something you want to interact with, like you want to go to a library or you want to go to like one of the bedrooms, by all means, or we can reconvene back at the hotel.
Well, wash him off. Go to hotel.
Okay, yeah. So okay, I thought we were gonna be like in this house for a while. So yeah, if there's nothing else, then back
Yeah,
to
the
the hotel.
doorknob spawned, which means it's time to go.
Okay, so yeah, then back to the hotel. Yeah.
That is your your video game reference that you can leave the area.
There's just so many more rooms. Okay, yeah, back to the
There
hotel.
is.
Well, yeah.
I could have chipped away at your sanity so much more.
All right, so yeah.
Mike, did we? Because I know you started to say something and then I rambled on. Did you?
It's fine.
Okay. So yes, you get. I mean, you get Orion cleaned up in the kitchen. You have your key. You make your way back to the hotel, and as you enter the hotel, you notice there is something in your letterbox again. It's a flyer for the fairgrounds.
Next level.
And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode. So thank you everyone for tuning in to episode 2 of Archer's Point. It is going to get worse from here, if you can imagine it. Since I think we may have had the tech issues at the very beginning. So if y'all want to go around one last time and just briefly say who you are, plug whatever you want to plug, by all means. Again, let's start off with Zach.
Hi, Zach Rivaldo. My Twitter handle is it's Zach. You can find all the stuff I'm on. I'm on ATL by night on Tuesdays, Adjacent by night on Saturdays. I have a vampire game I'm running on Carrion Comfort Studios coming up at the end of this month. This is the first time I'm announcing it, so follow them for the announcement on that. And then I'll be running a game of Don't Rest Your Head at Virtual HorrorCon on the Sunday that Virtual HorrorCon is. Go to virtualhorrorcon.com. You can see that and everything else that's going on. Apart from that, find me on Twitter, online. I'm wherever tabletop games are played.
Wonderful. Mallory!
My social handle is always at MMC, but it's spelled out phonetically, so EMEM, and it's either 2 E's or 4 E's, depending on which one had that available. I'm currently on break for my D&D stream, but that should be starting up in the next month or 2, I think, and that'll be over on Total Party Chill's channel.
Tommy?
Hi, my name is Tommy. I have no social media handles. However, you can find me on TTRP Theater on Wednesdays for Cyberpunk Red, Edgerunner Blues, on Thursdays for this game, and on Fridays for Werewolf of the Apocalypse, Heritage and Honor, every other week, but also in a row. So.
Yeah. And Ben.
Hi, I'm Ben. You can find me as Ben Tells Horror Stories on the Discord and here being Twitch. And I am in Heritage and Honor. I am here. I run Wrath and Tears, a Cult Divinity Lost actual play. And tomorrow, as of the live airing of this, we're going to be having a Pentex side story tomorrow that should prove to be very interesting. So be here for that.
I'm very excited for that. And I am your storyteller, Rachel, the Peacock Vampire. You can find me on Instagram as the Peacock Vampire. I am here on TTRP Theaters every Thursday, either storytelling here or in the Lord of the Rings stream, alternating Thursdays. Except for next Thursday, we will not be having an episode because Adam is moving, so our storyteller can't storytell. But yes, tune in, not next week, but the week after for episode 3 of Archer's Point. It's going to be terrible, but there's a festival. There's fairgrounds. What can go wrong? Absolutely nothing.
Everything.
Be fun.
So see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye.